In this video, I show how I make my own color palette. I really liked the colors from my wedding bouquet, so I pulled up a picture from my wedding. I made some squares to the side, and with the eyedropper tool, I just picked colors out. So I want to select my first square. I'm going to use the eyedropper tool, which is over here. You just compress I too. So I'm going to lock this picture down, so just press Command 2 so the picture won't move. So I'm going to start with the flowers. I like to zoom in so I can kind of see the colors. That's kind of orange. I want to get more of the peach kind of coral colors. I like that one. I just go around and kind of pick the colors I like. I'm going to get some different colors too, like some of the greenery and the succulents. And get like one kind of neutral color. Okay, I think this one's a little dark, so I'm going to change this one. Okay, so I'll start with those. Okay, so if I wanted to, these colors right here are kind of on the same spectrum. So I'm going to take these colors and I'm going to blend them together. Kind of like blending paint together. So take those two colors, go to Object, there's a blend. I'm going to make sure to just click my blend options, and I just do the specified steps, and 8 is fine. Okay, so then Object, Blend, Make. So these are pretty similar, so I might not be able to tell as much of a difference. You always have to expand these. So expand, and that will create these little color blocks. So if I kind of liked the one in the middle, maybe. I'm going to do, let's do this light pink and coral together. You can pick out colors from these when you blend them. Some of these are pretty close. Let's try this one and this darker color. Okay, so you can see the color is a lot better this way. So I kind of like these middle ones. I'm going to go ahead and expand it. And then you can see the colors in the middle. So I kind of like maybe this one. And go pull this one out. That just kind of shows you how you can get some different colors and make your own. You can do it with the greens. I like to do it kind of in the same color so that they're not I wouldn't do like a coral and a green together. But I could do these greens maybe and see what I can get. Some of these are kind of bluish on the side and greener on here, so maybe like just one in the middle. Pick it out and see. That one looks kind of nice. those. Okay, so I just kind of pick out a few colors. So I'm just hiding these, pressing Command 3 so they're not gone, but I can just see what I'm working with. I like some of those. And so if I wanted to also just take my coral color right here, I could go to the Recolor Artwork tool, which is this, looks like a color wheel. Okay, so it shows I just have this one color here. And if I press edit, I can see my color wheel. So down here you can play with your hue and saturation. So I'm going to go lighter. You can see it's going lighter right here. And then I can push it up and go darker. You just play around and see how you like the colors. This one will move it around the color wheel, so I don't really do that. I just play with these two. I'm just trying to pick out a color that I like that will show up. If I put this one down here in my palette, say I have this brown and maybe wanted to lighten it up, I could just go down here. Okay, so then I'll probably add some more colors to this, but if I want to just start with these 6, and I want to make it into a color palette that I could use in the Recolor Artwork tool, I would select it, and I'm going to go to my swatches panel. Click this little bar with the lines, and so I have a new color group. I'm going to just name it Color Palette 1. Okay. If I go to the, so you can see it is right here, my colors. If I go to the Recolor Artwork tool, it's now right here with my color palette. So I can play around with the colors. If you want to just change the order, since these are just swatches, it's not really going to do anything. You should just randomly change them. It's just changing it around. You can also lock colors. So I press this arrow. So if I didn't want a color to be moved around and I'm switching it, it works better to show a pattern maybe when you're trying to recolor this. So I'll go back over this when I show how I'm going to change out my color palettes when we're making a pattern, but this is just how I initially make my color palette. So I'm probably going to grab a few more colors and then I'll come back with my color palette that I'm going to use in the next video when we recolor all our flowers.